Okay. I think that fixed it. Hopefully. Hopefully that fixed it. Wrong button. No, it's not made for kids, YouTube. Okay, I think... Wait, what? It did it again! I have to do that in YouTube, too! What the fuck? And all my tags there are lost. Too. If you mean to tell me this shit is unstable again. There we go. Huh. Okay. Go back over here. Huh. Oh my god. Okay, it seems that we are stable now.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
Oh.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
What gave you that?
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out, or...
If this is anything
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
Ma'am. That does not make... Why is... There it is. You're outsiders of Tural?
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tule Yolal?
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Please, accept our apologies.
Look at the way he stood up. He fixed his backslash.
No need to bow and scrape. That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
Yeah, okay.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part?
Yes.
Anyway, first things first.
I don't feel good.
I bid you welcome to Tulihyolal.
Why did she pronounce it that way? With the H. There's not an H there. Why did she emphasize the H? It's not spelled with an H! It's bothering me! This is really the soundtrack here. Wait, what? Oh my god, I'm being smooth jazzed! You have arrived in Tulihyolal. You can return to the city at any time by speaking with the sprightly sailor in Scaler's Arbor and Old Charlie. Mountain Chromite weapon coffer, level 645. All the grinding I did. Right then, first things first. Still a bit quitty. No more boats for a while. You're home now, so yeah, no boats. Don't need boats. I realize we've just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. Wait, what? No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in condition to do so? Oh, he's not red. Never mind. I was about to say this is the same guy. Aha! We were wondering who these strange folk third were. So the third promise has found herself some new followers. Followers? Win the rite of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. That sounds lovely. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency to command a respectful distance. But you're just so easy to approach. And I enjoy it so much when you do. Please, don't ever worry that you're a bother. You're very good. Good day to you, third promise. They did have a point. Luke Lamont is technically royalty. Like it or not, a person of her station surrounded by this many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean technically? No, I'm with her on that. She's not technically royalty, she's literally royalty. Actually royalty. I suggest we move in two groups so as to attract less attention. Just technically ignoring me then. Ugh. I don't know why they care. Maybe it's because I've been reading One Piece for so long, and I'm just used to a crackhead and his band of lunatics just walking around an island without a worry in the world. Even on a government island. I'm fine now, really. Can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself. What with the contest looming and all. Now then, seeing as we're already here, I might as well tell you about the harbor. That is a lot of experience that I just got. Aaronville already mentioned the reefs in our coastal waters, which explains why you don't see any big ships moored at the docks. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay, mostly small fishing boats or barges carrying a cargo up and down the rivers from inland settlements. Much of the incoming traffic is from Yoktoral, the southern landmass. The clans there produce various goods for export. Their wares are unloaded here and carted off to the merchant stalls at the neighboring markets. Speaking of which, Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. Book Lamont and Kral are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side in order to proceed with the quest objectives. You can leave your quest companions behind by entering a different area or by speaking with them and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have your companions join you again, return and speak with them at the original location. Why would I do that? Well, you're... You introduced this mechanic in Endwalker, man. Or was it in Shadowbringers? I can't remember. I love the music, man. It's so good. Tommy North! Is he a monk? I can't. I'm in cutscene. Being right on the harbor, everything is fresh. From fresh fish to imported wares go directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. Alright, I should mention that here in Tulial, we buy things with Pel, a currency that the Pelu create. But don't worry, more and more trade is coming in from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your guild. There's also, I'm not going to even try to pronounce that, another market to the east of here. But that can wait another time. I have other places I want to show you first. Next, we'll head back a bit, to northwards, up the stairs to a certain plaza. Can't wait to see the look on your faces. The music is so good. I'm sorry, I love jazz. What do you think of that, eh? Goodness me, you have Aetherites in Tulial. I think I told you before, but my brother Kawana spent 3 years studying in Charlian, fell in love with the nation and its ways, and brought back to us the knowledge of Aetherite construction. Papa warmed to the idea at once, had one built immediately. You know that was emphasized. Did you do the attuning that thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again and up to the slope to the right. Right at the top of is the gate, which leads to Shaktural. Let's make a stop at Bright Bloom Post on the way, though. That's the headquarters for the Langsguard. Hold on, I need to... I love the music so much, man. Do I have any, oh. A little used to Wild of Waycraft. Yeah, I do have some glamour dispeller. Was I not supposed to go up this way? I don't think I was supposed to go this way. I think I'm supposed to go this way. Boing! We're going down here. They're magic! That is a big... Well, the question becomes, do I want to talk to her? The answer to that is yes. We have a lot of narrow, winding streets to crawl up the sides of the mountains, as you can see, though. The builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. Trudging up and down all these slopes and stairs is exhausting. I understand now where Luke Lamont gets her endless endurance. Character moments. One was lore, and one was just her bitching about how many stairs around. Which, I relate to that. This music is so good. I can't get enough of this. Alright, Wuklamat, here we are. Bright Bloom Post. The soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Tulial and for preserving the peace. Oh, I'm sorry, it's pronounced Tulial! The Langsguard are led by our nation's strongest warrior, and so naturally Papa has commanded them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago when Saral Shah took over as commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant of martial strength. Meanwhile, I haven't even finished. Ha! I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Alphino and Nalze should be around to hear it too. Come on, it's time I showed you the Sky Gate. It's right at the northern end of Talon March. I hit my microphone, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. My back was itching. Alright. Lamar. Well, well, well. What do we have here? That is a big door. Massive, isn't it? And on the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, the Huehuehuehue. Strictly speaking, Toral is actually two separate continents. Toral, the southern lands of the mother, and Toral, the northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. It's North and South America. That's what this is. Legends say it used to be one great landmass, but long ago, the two gods fought a titanic battle. When one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating, it split the continent in twain. A familiar sounding tale, and put in mind of the conflict between Heidelin and Zodiac. But getting back to Toral, those lands are also part of the Tulial nation, correct? That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the peoples of two continents into a single nation. The many clans of Toral had been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled the lands and put a stop to their myriad conflicts we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. But I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than here. It's a giant fucking gate! Yeah, I want to see what's on the other side! Look at it! Crossing the bridge to Toral requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the Rite of Succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawn Servant, but until then, you'll just have to wait. Then I'll make sure you win. Mark my words. And you know it's serious, because I punched my fist together. You really mean that? What's for anyone who stands between you and adventure? Hell yeah! Boom, 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 boom. We must have covered that half by city by now. Tulial is unlike any other place I'm visiting. I'm sorry, I mispronounced it. Tulial is unlike any other place I've visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself, as am I. Oops! Wait, let's... I can't use my mount here? What? Well, I mean, we do need to get these real quick. So yes, we'll do these real quick. Man, I have to go all the way back to the start. Whoops. No, I don't. Just go to the fucking thing. This is what happens. This is what happens when you're a chronic hoarder. Let's see. Materia. Independent merchant. That's how to do. I want to keep those things actually. A lot of these are like things that were pretty difficult to, or not really difficult, but like time consuming to get. God. Wakasha Sheen. Why do I have this? Wait. This makes... You know what? It has been so long. We're gonna go check my retainers for a minute. Real quick. While we're over here. It has been such a long time. Surely they've sold all the shit in there, right? She has nothing. And surely you have something. You have nothing. Neither of them have anything. I wonder if it's my other retainers then. But I don't have access to them. I haven't bought them. Oh, there's a thing over here we can use though. That's the dulcet tones of crafters. All right, let's try this again. Baseware. Oh, that must be for like glasses and shit. I keep opening that, thinking it's my inventory. How do I? I'm pretty sure that's worse than what I've already got, because what's the 65? Yeah, that's significantly worse than what I already have. I should have kept that. Oh well, whatever. The Ark of the Dawn is on the other side of the sea, so kill if you want. And now accompany me again. Okay. We don't get to go beyond the giant fuck-off gate. Dude, there are 2 summoning bells? Odd. I might have to turn my AC on. It's getting kind of cold in here. Kept it off pretty much all day long. Cryo! What do you have to say? I'm still struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. This was originally the site of a Yokhoi temple. Giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Shaktaral to appease the god who slumbers in the great ocean trench. After the Yokhoi withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries, so when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, sitting practically in the center of Toral. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation for the city you see today. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through the Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tulihual. We climb these sets of stairs here all the way up. Bow, 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 bow. Follow me! Discuss the palace. Papa's palace is called Volakshunsa, which roughly translates to invincible resilience. You probably want to take a closer look, but we'll be coming back here later. Let's move on now. Cryo. The sheer scale of this palace is incredible. I wonder what the carving at the top represents. It represents bird. That's what it represents. It represents a bird. The Resplendent Quarter. Oh, these are... Oh, that was just a PC boat. Never mind. Ah! No, I don't want to part ways. Alright, we got an Ethernet shard here. You always have to take a pretty decent amount of time. Okay, Kral, what do you have to say? So this is the Resplendent Quarter. What manner of people live here? Oh, we have residents from all Yogg-Toroth clans. Bamulja, Shavral, Pelu, Moblin? Did they grab and throw bokoblins like in Breath of the Wild? Because that is objectively hilarious. A true representation of Tulio's diverse character. The adornments on each building contribute to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. It's all so beautiful. I'm so glad you think so. Come, we continue down the stairs. These stairs? These must be the only. These are the only stairs. These must be the stairs, right? Bum, bum, bum. Skibbity. Why did I stop moving? Discuss the huge drum. What huge drum? Where? I don't see a huge drum. It's called the Dawn Arrow. They play it for formal occasions, like when honoring the land's guards return from a dangerous duty. Where? Where? Oh, that drum! I tried hitting it with my axe once and ripped the skin. Earned me a proper scolding. Let me tell you, I think that was the time Papa held me upside down by the ankle. Don't be a dumbass then. I've never seen such an enormous drum. What would one even use to beat such an instrument? A giant stick, what else? Alpacas! Alpaca keep. Wait, did we get an alpaca as a mount in this game? That would be awesome. Well, Clement, what do you have to say? And here are our dirigibles. Not bad, eh? I hear other nations use airships to sail the skies, but you'll only find balloons in Tuliyal. We have them for the exact same reason as the Aetherites. Kawana brought back the plans from Charlian, and Papa thought them fantastic and commissioned their construction. This was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to other settlements. Trade with frontier communities has never been easier. But that's enough about dirigibles. The Ark of the Dawn awaits! So now we get to go back to the giant palace? No. Ah. I like how they just combine these into high-level dungeons. I was wondering when they would stop calling them 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 dungeons. Is this gonna be voiced? No, it's not. This is it. The Ark of the Dawn. When the Giants were still here, it was known as the Yogg-Toroth Landgate. but when Papa founded Tulial, everyone began using its present name in honor of the great achievement. Through this gate is Kozama Uka, a wetland south of the city, depending on what the right of secession depending on what the right of succession asks us. We might end up going in that direction. Kozama Uka. The name alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? Oh, the alpacas! Oh, they're cute. Those are alpacas. Fearsome, four-legged fiends. They're cute! Just don't let them spit on you. Fearsome, they seem quite placid to me. You'll learn soon enough, Kral. You'll learn soon enough. But forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along! She's got childhood trauma. She got her ass kicked by an alpaca. I'm just saying. Book Lamont. One trick cannon? Part of error. If you wish to learn the history of Tulial, then look no further. These stone pillars, you mean? What is special about these pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they might look like ordinary stone decorations. But if you take a really good look, you'll see there's something much more interesting. Destination. The following event cannot be skipped. What? Hold up, what? It can't be skipped? That's awesome! That's hilarious. How did that piss people off? They're going all in with the story this time. Pictures? Wait, no! These are glyphs! They seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed Mamulja. Oh! Then this must be. That's right, it follows the exploits of my father, Gulul Jaja, and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Tulial Saga. The deeds he performed and the bonds he forged, all immortalized in stone. There's no better way to learn how Tulial came to be. Study them as long as you like. Thank you, I'll do just that. Oh, that's why! Lay of the Brotherhood. This pillar tells of the Lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer Ket something. I can never remember the name. You mean Ketenram? Ah, that's the one! Ketenram's arrival in Toral was what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. It said that the two became close friends, brothers in spirit, if not in blood. But no one knows what became of the explorer in later years. Ketenram's disappearance is a mystery in Eorzea. As well, the records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it's assumed he was lost at sea. Lay of Reeds. Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is the story of when Papa visited the Hanu in their village in Kozama Uka. Ah, the people of Alphano almost mistook for Vanu, if not for the colorful plumage. He spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise he took an interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are a bright and cheerful sort. They hold this one festival every year, very famous and a lot of fun. This one recounts the lay of the past, as you can probably tell. The figure depicted here is of the Shribral, like me. For decades, the Shribral and the Mamulja were at war for control over the forest of Yaktel. The actions Papa took to end that conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in the founding of Tulikhal. There was a clan of Hrothgar in Bosnia known as Helians. In their society, the women rule as queens, and the men serve as devoted subjects. Yet here in Tural, Shribral men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary with location. Okay. Lay of Pots. Let's see. This one is a Lay of Pots, which depicts the moblins of Kozama Uka. They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silver work they sell is it's clearly the Vangu are the only people with distinct Turali counterparts. The goblins. If you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. View the second half of Pillar. There's still more! Lay of Gold. The Lay of Gold. This pillar shows one of the Pelu Pelu, whose homeland is in Urkopaka. Urkel. Having created our currency, the Pelu are rightfully known as the Merchant Clan. They oversee Tulial's markets, and their traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Tural. Don't let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beaked masks, they are clever and calculating traders. Lay of Ice. Oh, this one's my favorite. The Lay of Ice. It depicts the battle with the legendary Tural Vidral. Valagarmanda. I should explain. A Tural Vidral is a creature that has lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened to preternatural power. Valagarmanda itself was dubbed the Sky Room, a name earned for the destruction and terror it visited upon Tural every time it stirred from its slumber. That's the thing that the character is fighting in the trailer. But 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Vidral and sealed it away in the Urkopaka Mountains. That's the first dungeon. I'm just saying. Despite its reputation, however, Valagarmanda is also a symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeness on Tulial's national emblem and adorning the banners at the palace. Lay of Proof. The Lay of Proof that big fellow is of the Hyokwai, the largest of Tural's peoples. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Yaktural. Having brought the southern reaches to heel, they then turned northwards, setting their sights on Shaktural. You'll recall that massive bridge they built beyond the Skygate. Sometime after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they'd conquered and withdrew into the mountains of Urkel. I've never seen any of their kind so much as set foot in the city. This was a people with the power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on a mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Turali history? Blank Pillar. It's actually blank. Oh, this one's unmarked. Papa says he left a blank pillar for the next chapter of Tulihual's history, whatever that might be. Had your fill of history then? Yes, thank you. Ah, you know it's silly, because it's got the silly music. Glad to hear it. You know, I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprises there, seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while. But now I think I'm ready to eat again. So let's go and have ourselves a bite at the local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurant in the city. I like the sound of that. I also like the sound of that. It's a Femgar! The legends are true! I don't like the way you're looking at me. I don't... We're gonna go to that ether ray real quick. I'm gonna tune to this and then we'll go to this house. Yeah, that one was sharp. Oh, I've already tuned to this one. That was a sharp looking cat, not gonna lie. Have you ever had tacos? Have I ever had tacos before? I am a regular at Taco Bell, I'll have you know. Thank you very much. They're a Tulio classic. You make a crunchy shell made from corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. A lot of shops and stalls sell them, but I like how they're made here at Shvalyav Tia Best. And I need one right in front of me right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order with old Baruch Evu. So many there's so many words. It's so hard to pronounce these places, man. I'm gonna have to think of American nicknames for everything. Brock! It's good to see you. What are you doing away from Pokemon?
Brook Evo!
Oh, so that's how you pronounce that.
My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
One!
Right
I can
away,
eat like
promise.
10.
And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
He kind of looks like Sanji, I'm not gonna lie. He looks like Sanji if he was a cat.
Did you hear the Silver Scales are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Look, listen to that.
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
Okay, game. You're laying the exposition a little thick here.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
No, he's not skeptical. He's Shatsun. He is a tsundere. He wants to see it. He wants to go out and explore and find it. He's tsundere. He doesn't want to admit it.
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
This is true.
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils.
That sounded really wrong, lady. I'm not gonna lie. Hey! Hey, those are our tacos! My tacos!
If it isn't the third promise.
What the?
What the fuck is wrong with you? And you know it's serious because
I
we got
don't
the
know
series.
these ones. New salt.
What's with the other head? Why does it look so different?
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
He's got his own personality.
Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
Oh my god.
Was there something you
He
wanted?
looks like a doofus.
Bakul Jaja?
Bakul Jaja.
The third promise remembers us. Such an honor.
You know, you're laying the
Glory
sarcasm.
on your name, brother.
Shut up!
And on yours, brother.
Imagine the arguments these two have to. Imagine giving your other head the cold shoulder.
I know my
And the
rivals for
other-
the throne. Nothing more.
Okay, so basically, we are coming to the world, the part of the world where it is based on North America in the 1800s. But we came from the area that is based on Europe.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family.
Ah!
Unlike the
It's-
sneevling house cut, we are blessed siblings.
Yeah,
the
blessed with an
ultimate
annoying
chosen.
brother.
We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn servant.
All peoples are equal in Tulihiola. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
But yeah, basically, Final Fantasy has this thing where, like,
None of this has
the
any bearing
world
on the right of
itself
succession,
is
correct?
just
Best
huge,
not waste your
and
energies on pointless
there's
scuffles.
technology like cars that run on magic. Basically, they call it Magitech. It can get a little confusing at times. We just happen to be in the world that is less
The kitten
technologically.
comes to the house cat's defense.
Wow.
Pathetic. Since
You-
when was our nation overrun by mewling weakling?
Excuse you?
Listen to me, you.
Hold up. Hold up. No. I got beef with this guy. Why is he being a dick just to be a dick? The casual
Two-headed
racism.
Mamuja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubio,
The guy eating the
the
taco.
Bunewa,
The fucking gecko?
and the Dopro. Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubiko and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Yeah, but imagine how
Forget them.
obnoxious
Let's go and buy
an
more
argument
tacos.
between those
I can
two
think of
would be.
nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in
Imagine
my
trying to
mouth.
give your other head the cold shoulder, and your other shoulder just goes... like, just spitting and making noises everywhere for no other
Enjoying
reason
your
than
tour of the city, I trust.
to annoy you.
We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest. As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
So, my question is this. Do
The
they
palace
both
it is.
have to eat?
I'll let
Or
Wooklamart know.
do they share a stomach?
Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
She looks so disappointed! Oh, I'm gonna murder that prick!
So it goes.
You made Kryl sad. I am murdering that fucking two-headed prick. And back to the upbeat music. I was looking forward to trying some authentic Tulial cuisine, but we should hurry and join Alphino and the others at the palace. What? Why can't we just eat those on the way? Ah, my poor empty belly. We could... it's right behind us. We could just go back and get an order to go real quick. I'm sure they would understand. So yeah, let's go to the right over here. Can't believe that guy fucking broke our tacos and then had the audacity to sit there and talk shit. Ah! Fuck, how do I get up there? I feel like the... Ah! We'll get Glare 4. Oh, we only get 2 new abilities? One of them is an upgrade? Divine Caress. It's probably mostly traits. Oh, yeah. Increases the potency of things. Enhances presence of mind. Gives 3 stacks. Oh, that's probably everyone, right? Upgrades Medica 2 to Medica 3. Ethereal Shift? Oh! Oh! Shit. I'm gonna have to find a new place for... I didn't realize I got that so early. Okay. Oh, wait. Whoops. Okay. That ought to do it for now. So, it's just ethereal manipulation on a 60-second cooldown. Oh, it's... I don't need a target? I feel like I'm going the wrong way. I took a wrong turn. Have I attuned to this one already? This is the giant fuck off gate, so yeah, I've already attuned to that. Is there anything else I need to know about the kit? Temperance, Aquavale, Liturgy. Nope, just the new thing. Oh man, I'm gonna do so many. Do all of the healers have this, or is this unique to White Mage and Sage? Okay, that's good. This isn't something that I think every healer needs to have anyway. So the next expansion, you know that Astrologian and Scholar are also going to get dashes. Open Callaway. I like how it just dashes me forward. Like, it doesn't go quite as far as Sage. But I don't have to use a... I don't have to select a target for that. Like, this is really strong. Unless they change Sage. Then we're all here. I'm still hungry enough to eat a whole roasted colibri. But the contest won't wait for us forever. Upon speaking to Aaron, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Oh boy. Wait, what? Why isn't it? I've acquainted the twins with the city as best as I could in a short time. Their unbridled enthusiasm made it rather difficult. Invariably, something would catch their eye, spurring them to run down an alley to investigate. It was like herding a pair of unruly coerels. Yeah, I understand all too well. Charlene had the same effect on me. Right then. Now it's time we saw the inside of the palace. Papa will want to know I'm home and to meet the allies I've chosen. Given how impulsive he is, though, there's no telling what we might be in for. What time is it? 8 o'clock. Wow, it's already 8 o'clock. That's the thing! Estinian! Estinian was a man. He was a dragon. Maybe he was really Nidhogg.
What's the point? Why is he here?
Oh, you know this man?
Yeah, we know him. He's awesome.
Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunperch to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
His father
So
sounds
the one
awesome.
Estinian is crossing blades with.
You know, I kind of assumed this was a dungeon. It's kind of rocking my world that this is the palace.
That will do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter.
Aww.
Know that you are the strongest I've fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. I'll be right back.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that woman there.
Hell yeah, Estinian, gas me up, all you.
turned with water.
Just regular old H2O.
I see you, warrior.
I see you, warrior. I like you.
We had no idea you meant to visit Tyrol.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
I'm not sure I understand.
So if the other head...
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
Lamati?
Oh. When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solonesh.
It's Erenville now, Don Servant.
Wait, what?
I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Erenville, then.
Erenville, then.
And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies.
That is true.
Ha! Old-tempered still. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the right is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once.
Then I shall leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends.
Yeah. Estinian! Estinian was a man. Maybe he was a dragoon. Maybe he was really Nidhogg. But he was still Estinian! Estinian! Hey! Please tell me I get to beat his ass. I'm locking into him like Luffy and versus Rob Lucci. Like, I'm ready to beat his ass. Fight him like a crackhead.
The claimants are assembled.
I'm gonna teach you a lesson or two.
The first promise, Zorolja. The second promise, Gona.
Mikote.
The third promise, Wuklamat.
Wuklamat.
And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja.
Bakul Jaja. I'm gonna enjoy beating him. I'm gonna enjoy. I don't think an ass whooping's gonna do it.
Who takes my place.
He needs to be put down for good.
I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away. And it is time I yield my position.
Itch.
But
My head
mine
itches.
is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliyollal is young, and so I look to thee always for inspiration.
So basically, this guy is a adoptive father. These are all, minus this dickhead, these are all his adoptive children. And all of these guys here, they have stake in the right of succession. And it's basically a contest to decide the next ruler of their country.
The right of succession. The means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen.
There are a lot of different races
Only
in
the two-headed were
Final
deemed
Fantasy
fit for this contest.
in FF. So,
but the Tuliyollal I built is a nation of many peoples.
it's not
our leader.
This guy is
needn't
probably a
have two
race war.
heads,
Let's be
nor
real.
be
This
a Mamucha
dickhead.
at all. So I gave the right of claimant not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted
Also,
children
that is
as well.
his. So that's his actual son, like his biological child.
Yet the opportunity to rule was
So now
still
I
not
really
given.
hate him.
That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
Now you have us to compete against.
I cannot wait to beat your ass. Please tell me he's the last
Though
boss
it
in the
seems
in the first
one-head
dungeon.
was already
Please tell
too
me I get to
afraid
murder him
face
first.
us in the tournament.
Teach you a lesson to talk shit about Kryl.
Our brother was in Shock Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself. To triumph in the right of succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Yogg-Tural and find the City of Gold.
Eldest does not look impressed. He looks annoyed.
If I may, Father.
Speak, Kona.
Koala!
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
I offer us proof, my unbroken word, for I have seen it with my own 4 eyes.
4 eyes.
The city's real. All those years.
He looks so excited!
This was before the founding of Tuliyollal. I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions, and we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City. I mean to have you do the same, but in order to achieve victory proper, you'll need to break the seal I put in place. Bring them.
Bring them. Yeah, what did I tell you, stupid? The city of gold not existing, but a giant bird person capable of destroying all of creation is a fucking idiot. Oh, I like those guys' outfits. Look at all the belts! What is that? It's a rock.
The Tuliyola saga.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples, step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth. Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you.
In other
Once
words,
you feed each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
that is
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge. You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne. Let me have this final indulgence.
A waste of time. Just name Bakunja as successor and be done with it.
Oh, he's getting mad.
The rite of succession begins now. I'll be watching your progress with great interest. And Clement, remember to collect your tablets before you leave.
Gryle showing 0 fucks given.
You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
I am Cryle Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my order some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
No, not at this time.
Oh.
I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the right of succession.
Oh, don't look like that.
But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Very well, Dawn Servant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City. Thank you for hearing my petition.
Look at the way she waddles. She's so cute.
How about that? She's grown into a remarkable young woman.
You should be proud, Garlov.
I knew it! He knows him! I saw that coming like a million miles away, man. Red! Red! So red! Why is there so much? Why is it red specifically?
Too late to
Red
change your mind
and
now,
some
I
blue.
suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this?
Of course.
Our third promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm.
You think
or
that?
Perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil. If you are second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
We're in! We're at the giant fuck-up!
Life is a series of journeys, my friend. And there's no telling what awaits us on the long road.
He's so good.
But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
So you are committed to your path?
Obviously. We're already here. We're at the giant fuck-off gate!
As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
Oh wait, no, this isn't that.
Here they come!
It's Saralja!
Such a fearsome mien. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
First promise. Our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry. Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please.
Saralja.
Take heart, tiller of the soil. The resilient son, blood heir to the Dawn Servant, has heard your pleas.
It has heard your pleas. Your fleas.
Saralja, the first promise and commander of the Landsguard. Saralja, the palaceer. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Saralja is indeed the natural child of Gurul Jaja.
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion. Common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children. Yet Saralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
Oh, so they defied the lore.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire.
Fuck it.
Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansion.
Whoops.
This puts him in direct opposition to Wuklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Saralja, the warmonger.
Kryl, are you alright?
Why do you look like you're about to poop?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Zoralja's ambitions. Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
Ah, so that's why you looked like you were about to poop. Wait, why didn't I get the fucking echo?
Second promise, you must bring us more marvelous conveniences. More dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier.
This is so staged!
The elders, they complain and complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new.
You have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the rite of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawn Servant. If you will excuse me.
Plain spoken, as always. That's Arcona. Practical to a fault.
Practical to a fault.
Here we have Kona, the second promise, who spent time as a pupil at Sharlian's own studium.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
Well, I mean, I don't imagine he would be parading that.
He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Sharlian. He is the hope of those who prize innovation.
He does kind of look like a duck.
As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
Oh, there's the dickhead.
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser claimants.
He's such a prick. Look at him shake his head. This guy is not very well looking. No, don't you hit the fucking lizard.
Oh, come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant.
No, you're a prick.
That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliyola. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your fealty.
Look at this guy shivering.
Well said, brother.
The Mamulja finally found peace in Tuliolal. A pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
Fuck it over, that's why.
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself, but one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn Servant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
Wait, don't you all fucking leap? Not after the prick. The old lady next to her.
We wish for one thing and one thing only, Third Promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share. It is our way, the Turoli way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliolal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuklamat's most ardent supporters.
Apologies, it's hard to get away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
I place our precious Third Promise into your care.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Why are you...
Of the Dawn's Promise. I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
Also, we're the underdogs.
It's fine. I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Better? Wuklamat. I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling. Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities.
Oh, whoops. I did not mean to click.
Namika. Well, we ought to be on our way.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
Ah. So, my question is this. How were they dealing with the final days? Well, so much for the brief reunion I had in mind. Papa is not one to waste time when he decides to act. I'm used to it by now, of course, but others are often caught off guard. In any case, we should talk about how we're going to find a city of gold. All we have to work with are the 7 tablets and their connection to the Tulio saga. Might I suggest first comparing the tablets against the pillars? We should check for any discrepancies between them. Good idea. Let's go take a look. Oh. Ah! Whoops. DuckTales, woohoo! Butter brick! Wait, where? Where am I? Oh. There's some stairs. Meow. Meow. Hey, you're kind of late. Yeah, I got help out. That makes everyone. Wuklamat, tots, if you would. Of course. Everyone has a tablet? Then let's compare them to their respective pillars. Keep an eye out for even the smallest differences. Unless I'm missing something, the glyphs appear to be identical. The only difference being that the tablets have hollows where the keystones are to be fitted. So now that we've established the scenes are the same, where do we go from here? Here, shows the path here. Then we have the answer here in front of us. Papa's path is all laid out in the Tulial saga. Are you sure about that? The events of the glyphs portray. Do we know the exact locations where they took place? If one is close, we should go there and search for an elector. That would confirm we're on the right track. Let me think. The Lay of Reeds was in the nearby Hanu settlement. Papa took me there once. It was during festival season, and the whole village was alive with good cheer. There's also the Lay of Gold. That one involved the Pelu Pelu village, which is about the same distance from here. Before going anywhere, we should ask about the road ahead. I heard a lot of talk as we toured the city about that storm we passed through at sea. Apparently, it ravaged Yoktoral several days ago. Since our roads are not as well paved as Eorzea's, they're more susceptible to damage from natural disasters. If we want to avoid wasting time taking a dead-end trail, I suggest we spend a few moments making inquiries. But if it's information we need, just leave it to me. I'll bring the information to us. And she's off! It would be prudent to ensure we're prepared for the journey. I'll guide you to the accommodations I've arranged. I wonder what we're going to call this place. We had the Waking Sands. We had the Rising Stones. The Last Stand. What are we going to call this one? Exaltation. Not what I had in mind. Oh, I've already attuned those. Okay. Peshikawa! That's right. The reservation is under Wukulamat's name. If you don't mind, I'll leave my companions to you. Certainly, sir. I'll go and track down the third promise. Once you've finished organizing your gear, you can meet us outside. I'm not going to even try. You can meet us outside X-Men. Greetings, visitors to Tuliolal. And welcome to Farard Cabins. Whenever you are ready, I'll show you to your rooms. Ugh. Meow. Is there a market board over here? I want to see if I can wear hats. trust you to be the keenest to head out, Azalia. But where are Erenville and Wook-Lamont, I wonder? There they are! With Bird! Oh good, you're all here. You know what? I probably have not seen that yet. I'll probably check that out tomorrow. I'm not subscribed to their official YouTube, so it's not surprising to me that I probably have missed out on stuff. It's more like I'm just kind of seeing shit as it comes out. Seeing as we needed information, I thought who better to get it from than the locals. These two hail from the villages we're thinking to visit. I give you credit for taking initiative, at least. What do you mean, at least? I am honored that the Third Promise would seek my advice. I, too, am happy to answer your questions. Any encounter might be an opportunity to do business. Thank you for both your help. Thank you both for your help. Before we begin, there will doubtless be other occasions where we need to act independently, so I brought these for the two of you. Twitter really be like that. That and between that and being toxic as shit, it's called a link pearl, a gemstone harvested from a special shell. When linked together, they allow people to communicate across great distances. Is that so? What a handy thing to have. It'll be very useful on our travels. Speaking of which, I should get back to introducing my two new friends here. The Tulio Saga features a new number of Tural's clans. Two of those, the Hanu Hanu and the Pelu Pelu, have settlements relatively close to the city, so I brought a representative of each. Why is he wearing a duck mask? I thought that was a goblin. As I mentioned before, the Hanu are a cheerful people who love their festivals. They make their appearance in the Lay of Reeds, and their home village, Okhanu, is located in Kozama Uka. The other smaller feller is of the Pelu, a clan of business-minded folk from... I'm not gonna... I've already called something else Urkel. I can't call that Urkel. They appear in the Lay of Gold and craft all kinds of marvelous goods in Wachun Pelo, their village. Now, as for deciding which village... Why don't you pick? Put that adventurer's instinct with us, Azalea. Pick our destination. Branch into two quest paths. Oh. Well, we'll go with the bird. And not the fake bird. The person with the duck mask. Bird it is! Bird up. So, what is city you'd like to know? The route to Okhanu. We go south through the Arc of Dawn, then follow the road which runs alongside the Kozama Uka River. Is that right? It is. Be warned, however, my brethren tell me that the recent storm has rendered the path even muddier than usual. The footing is quite poor in some parts. Far worse was the destruction visited upon our homes, though. Houses were torn apart, and several people injured, if not killed. Even our beloved festival is in danger of being called off this year. If you do still plan on going, I must urge you to proceed with caution. We'll be sure to watch out. Thank you. He's just Wing of Protection Scout. That's weird. He's got the plus sign. That usually means that the quest unlocks something. Worry about that later. And now we get to go through the giant fuck-off gate. Guys? Guys? Ark of the Dawn Sentry. Are we all ready to leave? We are indeed. Let us go. Then onward to Kozama Uka. Open the way. Yeah, get the fuck out of the way. Get out of here. Shoot. You have discovered a new location.
Kozamauka, the land of rainbow terraces.
It's a rainforest.
It commands the gaze of all who visit without fail. The many-colored marvel. An endless torrent of water cascades over sheer cliffs to shape the wetlands below. To its relentless flow, all life must yield.
This is really
Together
pretty.
with Wuklamat, we proceeded along the Marcy Trail, a road upon which the Dawn Servant and his comrades once traveled.
Kozama Uka. Ikambokum.
Look at those falls. Even from this distance, you can feel the weight of that water.
The Isle of Ham was impressive, but as you can see, Tuliyola does not want for natural wonders.
The Isle of Ham was actually kind of cool.
The ground is swampy, so watch your step. You wouldn't want to fall into a bog.
I won't. I told you I've been here before. Come on. Okanu isn't much farther.
Okanu. There's no stopping the third promise, is there? Good thing she has Aaronville to keep her from getting lost. For all his grumbling, he's certainly there for her. Everyone should be so lucky to have such a loyal childhood friend. Right, let's get moving. If we continue along this road, we should find ourselves in the village before long. This music's so good! Bird up. I don't have flying. I'm gonna have to... Oh, that reminds me. Where's my ether compass? Huh? What? Huh? Wouldn't be, right? Cipher. It's not here. It's odd. None for the worse of wear. Except for a certain third promise who slipped into mud despite my explicit warnings. I asked you not to say anything. Anyway, this is the Hanu village I was telling you about. Okanu. Bird. Birdie. It's like a friend said, the people are in no mood for festivities. I can only assume they are still recovering from the damage wrought by the storm. Indeed. Well, let's do what we can to find us a lector. Bird. Oh, what now? It's a Hanu greeting. Surely you've heard it the last time you were here. I was busy enjoying the festival. Zanu Hali, welcome you to Okhanu. As elder of my people, I shall also be fulfilling the duties of elector during the rite of succession. Bird, get back here! Let us progress the story! Should we poke around a bit then? We might pick up some clues about the feat. You know, prepare ourselves. That's surprisingly prudent of you. Why, you think I'm being too cautious? I'm impressed as all. You admire and respect your father, who is prone to decisive action, so I expected you to rush in first and ask questions later. Or never! I do look up to Papa, but you should know that he has a pragmatic side too. The head of reason is the thinker who takes time to consider all the possibilities. With the long naps he takes these days, though, the head of resolve is less restrained by his wisdom. I can't fault you for thinking that's all there is to him. But there's more to the Dawn servant that you've seen thus far. To return to the subject at hand, you wish to take a look around Okhanu, then? Do some groundwork before the feat begins? Something like that, I mean. I could probably pass this test with my eyes closed, but it'll keep us busy while we're waiting. Wait a second. Hold up. Alphino? Alphino? Why are you taking only the women? I love these rugs. They're so colorful. Harlot! Wait, what? Dispirited Harnu. You heard about the storm? I've never seen the likes of it before. The supplies and the help of the Dawn servant sent. We're making progress repairing and rebuilding our homes. But while the roofs and walls can be patched, there is so much else that was lost for good. That... monkey! Monkey! No! Monkey! Oh wait, you're a rat. Never mind. That's right, I got you in those, special dungeons. I wonder if there's more of those. It's a really good concept, and I hope they expanded upon that. That house got fucked up. It's an egg. The gaping hole in the wall and missing portion of the roof are clearly the work of the storm's powerful winds. Repairs appear to be ongoing. It looks like an egg. Look at this egg-looking ass house. Wuklamat. Bundled reeds. The dry and shrunken bundle suggests reeds were harvested some time ago. That guy's fishing. Oh, whoops. Boat of woven reeds. Ah, there it goes. Woven from reeds, this boat-like vessel is reminiscent of a bird. It's just a fucking bird head. Alpha, no. This one must have been woven from the same reeds as seen gout. Plants hold both practical and cultural significance to Hanukkah. Yes, and they model their boats after themselves. I'm told they're ready to receive us now. Come to the large building in the south of the village. On my way. Autofocus. Yeah, so far, nothing is out of, like, unexpected.
No sign of Zorolja or that oversized lout.
How much easier it would be if Zorolja were to fail here. But that isn't likely to happen.
Well, yeah, that would be boring.
Honored guests, I am Zanuhali, Elder of the Hanu. I am also an elector, charged with judging which among you is worthy of ascending the throne. Without further ado, let us talk of the feat.
It's gonna be a one-on-one.
Not so fast. Surely you couldn't begin without us.
Oh, come on. It's the prick!
Ugh, you made it after all.
The way she delivered it. Ugh. So he's here after all. Fuck. Look at it, I'm so pissed at him. Yeah, I relate to that.
Fuss. There is no time limit for this challenge. Now, if you would allow me to proceed. It is here, in Okanu, where my people forged a bond with the Dawn Servant during our own chapter of the Tuli Yolal saga. In homage to those events, I have prepared for you the Feat of Reeds.
Reeds seem to be of great importance to the Hanu. I wonder what this feat entails.
We use reeds in every part of our lives, be it as food or weaving material. But look around the nearby paddies, and you will see that this season, our crops are failing. How fortunate, then, that my appointment to Elector coincided with this predicament. For surely, those who aspire to be Dawn Servant would find the matter of an ailing harvest a mere trifle to resolve.
Perhaps.
Aye, well, it is indeed the duty of a ruler to address the people's woes.
This...
Exactly. Do well in this, and you will earn my keystone.
Why bother mucking about in the mud when we can take the stone by force?
So...
Oh, mercy me! You are a hot-headed fellow, Bakul Jaja. Some electors may enjoy going toe-to-toe with scrappers like you, but I refuse to entertain your base instincts. Arrangements have been made. Should you attempt to engage a feat giver in combat without their consent, Word of your immediate disqualification will be sent to the palace. If you're still feeling feisty, then by all means, draw your weapon.
She deadass. This guy went up to her and said, "So what's to stop me from killing you and just taking it for myself?" And she's like, "Yeah, go ahead, do it." You won't get far, bitch.
This contest is presided over by cowards. There's no sport in fighting you.
Yeah, you dial it down, bitch.
Then we can return to the business of earning my keystone. The feat of reeds is begun. Claimants, I wish you the best of luck.
The clever kitty crossed the seas to study foreign novelties. He might know tricks we don't. Tricks we can use.
What of Little Miss Mittens?
Wow, racist.
You know the answer to that. Compared to the first and second promise, she's a distant third. Not even in the running.
Then
I
we
cannot
see
wait to kill you.
brother. Being Bakul Jaja so long with me has rubbed off on you. These allies of hers, though, they might be a problem.
Damn it! I'm just as qualified to be here as they are. I'll show them.
Easy now. There's no time limit, remember? Let's keep calm and think things through.
Right. You're right. I won't win against that lumbering Vidrol by losing my head.
They respect the other two, but not the cat, not the lion, not the furry. I don't know the first thing about farming, but if there's a way to save the harvest and help the Hanu, then we're going to find it. I'll make Bakul Jaja eat his words. Bakul Jaja more like Badoof. Badoofus. Understanding the nature of the problem will be key to solving it. We need to examine the reeds themselves and then it is the cause of their poor condition. Aaronville, will you take us to the fields where the reeds are grown? Of course, follow me. Demon! The music is so good, man. You can all stand back. I'll get to the bottom of this in no time. Give me strength. Let us all four scour the fields. Help our bold leader identify anything unusual. Wilted reeds. As Zanuhali described, the reeds appear wilted and unhealthy. Paddy water. The water contains no obvious contaminants and looks fresh and clear at a cursory glance. soil into patties is as one would expect, rich in color and sooty and suitably moist, not dry nor flaky. Ah, there it is. Lethargic fog. No, lethargic frog. Lethargic frog? It's making the frogs gay! A small frog catches your eye, strangely lackadaisical. It doesn't even bother to hop when it eventually scurries away. It just ran. Kermit's over here after all. It's the water is making the frogs fucking gay. I knew it! Alex Jones was right! Hold on, I'm gonna grab a snack. I'll be right back. Grab the rest of that chocolate bar. Ah, I'm back. Oh, that's wrong here. Well, technically it's right here, but whatever. Whoops. Oh, if only you had a certain person that had Alchemist unlocked. I don't know about that. Look at the enthusiasm on her face. She's so precious. Fucking dumbass. Quit being so tsundere. Just be honest with your feelings. You're enjoying yourself. Oh, right. Let's see what we get. Oh, we got the whale. So what happened to the ether compass? Do we not use it anymore? wonder if we'll get this as a mount. Or like something that looks like it. Yes, this is the float I remember. Does not appear somewhat damaged to you. We should take a closer look. Ah, okay. It's missing an eye. Ah. Oh dear, one of the bird's eyes seem to be missing a gemstone. Snapped carrying pole. Ah, the feathers are all fucked up too. Well, I think we can all agree this bird boat is in dire need of repairs. Now, how do we go about fixing it? What is going on here? We were admiring your festival float. 'Tis a shame it's in such poor state. Due to the recent storm, I gather? Yes, we had to leave it exposed while we ushered our people to safety. With the float in this condition, there can be no lifting of wings, no ihihana. Ihihana? That's what the festival was called. I want to help you hold it. Have you not seen our village? Homes are ruined. We're struggling to make repairs. And you want us to hold a harvest festival? I know how it sounds, but giving into misery never improved anyone's situation. A celebration of life and growth may give you the strength to work through this tragedy. The role of the festival leader is mine this year, and there's nothing I would like more than to lift everyone's spirit. But we don't even have enough materials to repair the float. We need a bokiksa for the missing eye. Uyipo Poopoo wood for the poles, and feathers from the winds chosen to adorn the tail. Two of these I know. Abaksha is a type of precious stone used in arcane equipment, and poopoo wood is essential for crafting ceremonial instruments. These chosen feathers, however. The winds chosen is the victor of a competition in which the contestants see who can blow a feather the furthest using wind magics, and that's something of a problem right now. We Hanuhana are gifted at employing such airy sorceries, but expend a great deal of mana when doing so. We are soon exhausted by the effort, and having no reeds to eat will only make it harder. I think I understand your vibrant reeds grow quickly and vigorously, so much so that they stifle the development of nearby plants. They must be a potent source of energies you naturally lack. Indeed they are. Owing to the poor harvest this year, we've been left enervated. And if we cannot gather the correct materials as dictated by custom, we cannot repair the festival float. Oddly enough, we may have just stumbled upon our solution. The winds chosen would, by necessity, have a natural gift for manipulating magical energies, which means any feathers taken from the victors should be high in ethereal conductivity. The float's construction also requires a stone used in arcane equipment, as well as timber favored for ceremonial tools. The demand for such specific materials must have an underlying reasoning. Do I do it? I'd wager the float is actually a secret weapon for smiting the Hanu's foes. I'm taking your thunder. Precisely what I was thinking. This boat of reeds is in fact an arcane focus of some kind. Focus for what? Oh, the Ihihana is a harvest festival, isn't it? That must mean the float was made to encourage healthy crops. So if we repair the boat and hold the festival, its arcane powers might fix what's wrong with the reeds. We won't know until we try, but 'tis a sound theory. Celebration, prayer, ritual ceremonies, these have all been known to elicit miraculous effects. Wait. The float? A tool for magic? This is the first time hearing of it. In the beginning, it may well have been. After a good harvest year, there would be no reason to change it. But when the harvest was poor, new adornments were likely added, and those who performed the labor may have imbued their work with ardent hopes for a brighter future. Through years of trial and error, the Hanu would have refined their festival float into a focus for harvest prayers. Oh, incredible. I know you're practically fainting from hunger, but reviving Ihihana really does sound like the solution to all your woes, and I promise we'll do everything in our power to help you. I'm still not convinced about this focus business, but I accept your aid nonetheless. I'll introduce you to the shipwright who's been maintaining the float these last few years. He's replaced both the eyes and the poles before, so he should know where and how to procure what we need. Then allow Alice and I to acquire the feathers. We will encourage the people of Okhanu to gather and vie for the titles of the Winds Chosen by sharing them our own reserves of mana. Then I'll go with you. I carry some alchemical brews that may afford some effect. The three of us will visit the shipwright then. Not without me. I've worked hard to fix the float as best as I can, and the responsibility is mine after all. I've not introduced myself, have I? My name is Linu Hanu. Nice to meet you, Linu Hanu. And certainly, let's all go together. Us four. Us four shall go. Oh. Thanks to Wook Lamont, we found ourselves a promising way forward. Experience and knowledge are valuable assets, but there was something to be said for following one's instincts. The shipwright's name is Wook-Evu. He's a Zabral who only moved to Kozama Uka a few years ago, but has since mastered our customs to an almost frightening degree. He's especially strict when it comes to manners, so make sure to offer him a proper Hanu greeting. We wouldn't want to offend him right before asking a favor. Oh, that one! Don't worry, I remember how it goes. She does not remember. That's odd. Boat! Ah, okay. There it is. I'm surprised that they moved it, though. I don't see a reason for them to do that. This is Okbekpe, the village of all. Those who drift into Kozama Uka from Tuliola are elsewhere welcome to live here alongside the Hanu. As for Wook-Evu, He lives and works in the House of Waters High, at the top of that large tree nearby. Follow me. But I should warn you, the climb up the stairs can be challenging. Rattle Jaw! I forgot, it's Christmas season. Christmas. Ah. You have discovered a new location. You discover a new location. Yes, quiet. Why do you live all the way up here? Wook-evu. Horn!
What do you want with me?
Right. The greeting. Oh, Kali!
You've pissed him off. You've absolutely pissed him off.
Oh, Kali!
I love FF.
Good. You brought your manners with you.
I did it. The look on her face.
Kanu,
I did that
what
right.
does the Hanu do? For a country as diverse as ours, the preservation of harmony demands that we respect the cultures of all peoples who call it home.
Well, that explains your familiarity with Hanu customs. And you speak truth, of course. To live together means to learn about each other.
Ah, I appreciate an open mind. In fact, I get the sense we've met before. You're Wook Lamont. Oh, what an unexpected honor for old woehuehueh. Here I am prattling on about manners, and I've gone and insulted the third promise herself. There is no excuse for this betrayal of etiquette. Please, take up your axe and claim my impudent head.
Yes!
Will not.
Anime!
Keep your head. I hate formalities anyway, so forget about it, all right?
All right then, consider it forgotten.
Well, that was quick.
How prompt.
We're actually here about the Ihihana float. It's...
Oh, whoops.
That I do. But while I would like nothing more than to offer my services, I just used the last I had of both those materials. My lumber in particular went to fixing homes damaged by the recent storm. I'll need 10 days or so to restock.
We can't wait that long. If you tell me where to go, I'll gather them myself.
What? Send the third promise out on an errand like some common lackey? That's utterly unconscionable. A gross violation of social protocol.
I told you not to worry about such things.
All right then. I shan't worry a whit.
I enjoy characters
What's
like
with
this.
your Hanu friend there?
I am festival leader this season, and have come along to oversee the float's repair. As strange as it may sound, Wook Lamont and her friends believe the float is an arcane focus, meant to encourage the growth of our struggling reeds.
Too many Hanu have forgotten, it seems. But that is indeed the true purpose of the lifting of wings. Your education is impressive, Third Promise.
Look how...
Well, maybe a little.
Allow me to show you where to procure huehuehuehu.
Oh, so that's how you pronounced it. I'm still calling it
We
poop.
can leave the abokisha to your friends, I presume? Take yourself to Cave Kikitola or thereabouts, and you should find the stones you need.
I've been there once or twice. I can guide you.
That should save us some time.
All right, then. Let's get moving.
You know it's bad. Because the bad music's playing.
Chosen one of your rivals is making progress.
Ihana, you say? Should our first choice fail to deliver, it might be wise to let this play out. The third-rate promise is making herself useful after all.
You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate. You're a second-rate duelist with a third-rate deck. Linuhanu. Cave Kikitola is southwest of Volcanu. We can return to the village first, then head there on foot. Oh, it's my choke. It is my Bobocho. Oh, wait, there's one really close by. Oh, there it is. The robot. Man, if there's one thing that FF has always managed to knock out of the park, it's the fucking soundtracks. And we're going just about the opposite direction where that thing is, so we're not gonna worry about that. Ah, there you are, Kryl. And Linuhanu. Up! The Dargan. Oh, we're heading right that direction. Cool. Oh, I thought those were monkeys for a second. Let's really close. Yeah, you guys go in there without me for a minute. I have something I need to... The shoebox. Ah, there it is. Glowfly. Shiny pebble catches your eye, but its coloring is gray rather than green. Eh? Oh, whoops. Eye-catching glimmer. You find a chunk of stone glowing this distinct shade of green. This seems like the exact mineral. Meow. Ah! That felt good. Aww. Up the whale again. To the northwest, huh? Too bad we're going northeast. Oh, east? I thought you said west. Bug. Oh, that's a lot of bugs. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't aggro any of them. That's surprising. Heavy mata mata? Oh, whoops. I'm not really sure where I can put that. I might need it to get a new mouse after all. So this doesn't have hardly any face buttons on it. Only has the 2. There you go. Have this rock. Yes, these are excellent samples. A good quantity, too. Well. Kryl is up to the task. Let's see what I get. The golden robot. Too bad that doesn't actually do damage. Hey, it looks like you got something on your face. Yep, does not do damage. You get to live to see another day, turtle. But mark my words, I shall have my revenge. Alright, Waklamit. Gathering the poo-poo was a trial in itself. At first, Wook-Evu criticized everything I did. Then he suddenly yelled, "I've spoken ill of the third promise! I must punish myself!" and then proceeded to slam his head. I didn't realize Dobby was in this game. Celeste green dye. I'll have to look that up. There you are. Oh, fuck! My pop filter. No. Who do you think it is? Why would you think it wouldn't be you? Silly girl. You can't get seasick in the air. Could shatter it, John. Bird. Up. Riding the evil eye again. Ah, there they are. Broing. Whoa. Wuklamat. Alize. Alphano. Kryl. As Linu Hanu said. Kazuma should be down this way. Then off to the east when the path branches. Then something about bridges and the stride of the sun. Anyway, let's split up and get to work. Once you've culled all the threats you can find, we'll meet up in front of Keyblade. Wait! I completely forgot I had this! I forgot I had this mount! And I love the sound. I totally forgot about that. Hold on, I'm putting this in my favorites. Add that to my favorites. Dinosaur. Black Bobo Cho. I wonder if you can see see the little alien inside? No. No, you can't. The whale I use the whale specifically in fucking Eureka way back in the day. Excuse you, get the hell out of here. Ain't nobody invited you to this rodeo. I would use the car if I had it. Is it on the shop, actually? It probably is, right? The FF-15 car? Ah. Wook Lamont killed that thing. Stride of the sun. Okay. I might get that later. Oh, it's only 15? Well, that's not as bad as I thought it would be. Alphino killing a couple of frogs. Oh, thank you, guy. I'm curious, what is your favorite mount in this game? Because I'm not gonna lie, I think the UFO is probably mine. Well, 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 if it isn't a giant bird statue. Is there anything close to me? Yeah, pretty close, actually. Eggs! Ah, you were a step ahead of us. This must be the likeness of Kishahi, the Hanu deity of the harvest. Whew. Meanwhile, in Okanu, is it the prick? Meanwhile, thousands of miles away. Yep, it's the prick.
Not sure we heard you right, old man. Why don't you say that again?
As many times as you'd like. The third promise tasked me with repairing this float, and I'll not relinquish it to an uncultured brute like you. Much less one that can't even manage a simple greeting.
We wanted to handle this in a civilized way, but we're more than willing to kill you.
We have a two-headed problem. Yes, please hurry. She's on her way back already?
Stand back, woehuehuehue! I will protect the float!
Oh, please tell me this is an instant duty.
To be brave, little bird?
Please tell me we get to kill
I
him.
could never have repaired the float alone. Not properly. But thanks to Woklamat and her friends, we can hold Ihihana again. This is a priceless treasure. And as festival leader, I would die to protect it.
Very well, if that's what you want.
I'm confused. Wouldn't him doing this... Why are you surprised?
I put everything into that blow.
Good. The better for you to understand the gulf between us. But you need more lessons. We'll carve them into your mangy hide until you cry and beg forgiveness.
Your brilliant plan was to steal the float and take the credit. The so-called blessed siblings are nothing but cheats.
Your scorn is sweet music. Come, weaklings. We'll crush you each in turn. Or all together, if you'd like. Calm yourself, Chosen One. If you fight in earnest, this will end in a massacre.
Oh, you damn! You'd be right.
We have word that our other prospect is on the verge of success.
Then it would be foolish to expend effort sweating nuts.
Lucky for you.
Coward! Fight me! Fight me, you pussy! Quit being a pussy bitch and get the hell back here! You can't run from these hands forever!
Ugh, two heads. I see Mamuk still clings to that loathsome hope.
Talk to us, Third Promise. You're not dying, are you?
It'll take more than that to kill me. So, are we having this festival or not?
Yes.
Look at the smile
yes,
on it.
We are.
I like how the game is trying to have stakes right now, but, like, I'm not... I went and I beat up God. I traveled to the literal edge of the universe and whooped God's ass. I am not concerned. Take that. Woehuehuehue. With that exciting interlude over, you'll be pleased to know that my repairs are finished as well. Before we commence the festival, however, it would be a courtesy to inform the villagers that Ihihana will be held after all. Go forth, but do not forget your greetings. At this stage, I would hope the reminder is unnecessary. Ohakali. Ohokali. I shall remember. Oh, it's one of these. Egg! Melancholy Hana. Without a Hana, I feel like it feels so / say. Oh ho Kali. Am I able to copy this? I forget. Probably, right? I'm just copying it out. I'm just gonna copy paste that from now. I'm not. There's nothing to look forward to anymore. Of course that'll be there. Slash say Ohokalili. What? The float is fixed? Our fallen friends would be glad to know that Ihihana will soon be underway. They would have wanted us to honor them without celebration, not their loss to tourists from it. I must go and enjoy the festival for those who no longer can. Bol Duksun. All right, Wook Evu. That as well. Once your friends return, the lifting of wings can begin at last. Oh, that felt good. And there they are.
So few have come.
Patience. Once Ihihana gets underway, no Hanu will be able to resist joining in.
Just so. Ukewu knows well the heart of the Hanu. Have faith, Third Promise, and climb aboard the float. It is time for the lifting of wings.
I see.
Right. Off we go.
Ihihana is a prayer for bountiful harvest, but this is not its only meaning.
Oh.
It is also an exchange of pledges between rider and bearers, a commitment to a long and fruitful friendship.
Listen well, friends! The personage we bear today is Wuklamat, the savior of our beloved festival! Let your shoulders burn, or your feathers fall out, but do not even think of dropping her!
Wait, I thought it was going to actually fly. It's a palantine?
Ready and...
I could get used to this.
Look at the way they're...
Will empty bellies stop you from joining in the fun? Come and help us carry the float!
Look at the way their legs are moving, dude! And they look... they look like
Well.
Pennywise!
To see the day that Dawn's promise would ride our boat again. We've not had the honor since you were here, Gulul Jaja.
Right, we've enough bearers now. Onwards to Kozanuaki!
Kozanwaki! Joaquin Phoenix! It's gonna start glowing.
Watch well, for you are about to bear witness to the true glory of Ihihana.
Ikitozen! Aha! I knew it! It wasn't the statue that was glowing first. What? Excuse you!
The float draws upon our life force, concentrating and amplifying the energy.
So... it doesn't fly.
Kishaihi then receives that energy and expels it in a great burst, where it showers down upon the land to replenish its vital currents.
It shot a laser at the statue, and now the statue's glowing. Oh. And now the reeds. Now the reeds get to glow. Aha! They instantly grew. How? How did this happen? What?
It worked.
You don't say.
Like a literal charm.
The float really was helping the reeds.
That was amazing! To think that such a thing was even possible!
Should I have left the boat behind like that? I was so excited to see the reeds. Nothing to worry yourself over. My brethren have swept up by the festival fever. Last I saw, they were taking turns at the carrying poles on the way back to the village. Please feel free to look over the fields and enjoy the sight of what you've accomplished.
Some of them still look a bit sickly.
I imagine even the harvest magic has its limits. If the Hanu continue their festival tradition year after year, though, the entire field should eventually recover.
Where does that leave us with the feet, then?
You've got nothing to fear on that account. Our situation could never have resolved itself. The revival of even a single reed would have served to demonstrate your commitment to the task. That you recognized the nature of the float and found a near-perfect solution in Ihihana proves your dedication. What's more, I don't think I've seen the festival produce such impressive results since I was a mere chirper. We have been lax in maintaining the float, diluting its magic and reducing Ihihana to hollow theater. But today's events remind us of the power in tradition.
Kona!
I was delayed by an unpleasant encounter, but it seems I arrived at a good time.
He had to fight the prick. And he does the exact same thing.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
What? You just pour in some mystery liquid and problem solved?
Stagnant ether was to blame for the reed's poor condition. I assumed that was an alchemical concoction which enhances ethereal conductivity. It utilized the flowing water as an ethereal current, thereby promoting the transfer of life energies.
A method I could not have devised without the education I received at the studium and the cooperation of my Archon allies.
Archon allies?
You see, Lamachi, this is why we need to embrace foreign knowledge and technology. Employed appropriately, they make light work of what would otherwise be arduous labor. There's no need to lug around heavy floats.
Hold up. They were having fun doing that.
Well, you always were the clever one, brother.
Your approach was no less effective, Wuklamat. It achieved the same result.
Indeed it did. And you enjoyed the festival, yes?
I did. It was so much fun. Having visited your village before, I thought I knew everything about it. As it turns out, I knew very little. About the reeds, about Ihihana.
Ah, man, it's
With
already
all I've learned this
10:30.
time, I feel as though I've really come to know the Hanu. And I like you even more now than I did before.
The feeling is mutual. And it's not just you who had a lot to learn either. I'll never look at our float the same way again.
The two of you have exceeded expectations. Come forth and claim your stones.
So this is what they look like.
Go on, set it in the tablet.
It looks like a bouillon cube.
A perfect fit. That leaves 6 more.
And on to the next.
Oh, hold up. Enjoy the festival with me. I'm inviting you, Catboy.
Not even a moment of celebration. That's Kona for you.
A third promise? You must join us for Ihihana next season. As Dawn Servant, of course.
Right. It's back to Tulihiola for now. Thank you for having us. I look forward to seeing you all again.
These are interesting times indeed.
Yes, quite.
The concoction was brewed by Kona himself. It's a test vial, but it should contain the same reagents.
Good work. We'll use whatever we must to win. For win we must.
My journey has just started, and now I've already met so many wonderful people. Wukavu, for one. He's a bit eccentric, but everyone can stand to be as respectful of other cultures as he is. And Linuhanu, it warmed my heart to see him honor his departed friend through Ihihana, and to help others do the same. I can't help but feel excited, thinking who else I might meet over the course of the contest. Come, let's head back to, whatever. X-Men. Right. I need to teleport. Dinosaur. Why is the music so hype? Okay, hold on. I want to see something real quick before I forget again. No, I'll probably do it for today. I think I'm gonna stream tomorrow again. But I want to see. No! Why? When will Viera get to wear hats? I thought this was a promise! I'm so mad! Just like that, we found an elector and won our first keystone. I knew I was right to entrust your instant. Come, let us keep things moving and march onwards to Ukupabara. Chances are good we'll find an elector there as well. Before we do anything, however, we should see that our Helu has to say. I'm so upset. I just want to wear a hat. I'm so upset. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that will do it for tonight. I will probably be back tomorrow, though, because I'm having a lot of fun, and I want to play more FF again. So I think that will do it for tonight. If I stream tomorrow, it will be at around 6:30 again. And hopefully I won't keep crashing my internet. Let me make my white mage glamour! Anyway, I will see everyone tomorrow.